What is up, everyone? This is Coach Austin here, coming to you with hyper strength and conditioning with your Nerd Out and Workout podcast with our co-host Kevin Arabagan.
What's up, y'all?
And today we're going to be talking about why you're not losing weight. And as we get into that, our intro topics, we're going to be talking about gas prices.
Oh man,
we're going to be talking about the shows that we've finished or completed lately, like the latest episode of Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
And in my aspect, I just finished Money Heist. I know I'm late to the party, but that was a great. I was hating it, but now I
were hating on it.
I
now
was
you
very
love
hating
it.
in the previous episode.
But I think the reason why you told me you started loving it is a huge impact to it. So,
I mean,
yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But yeah. So, Kevin, you wanted to talk about
gas prices right now. Some places in the United States are what, like $6?
$6, $12.
Some places in LA are like $7 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy who tweeted out how to save money on your gas, and this is what he said:
how do you save money on your gas?
You should be filling up your gas tank every time you reach middle tank.
You should be filling up your gas tank every time you reach middle tank.
Yeah, and if you don't let it, the reason why people feel like they're losing a lot of money on gas is because they're letting it go all the way down, they're filling it back up. But what he's trying to say is if you go down halfway, fill up again, you're going to save money.
How? Wouldn't I be traveling the same distances overall? So
that's what I was thinking too.
In totality?
That's what some people don't buy it because they're saying like, oh, well, that just means I have to make 2 gas trips a week. You know what I mean? Let's say I'm spending $80 to fill up my tank completely, and I'm doing two trips of $40 each. Then it's like, what's the difference?
Or are we being mindful of where we're going now?
I definitely think people should be more mindful where they're going.
Because what's the dollar cost average
for what?
I mean, if you fill up half tank versus full tank, that is a question by Coach Daniel.
What was the question?
Dollar cost averaging.
That depends on your car. I would say this is, what I do personally, dude. I don't even go past halfway, period, because I believe with cars, there's a certain equilibrium where your car has a perfect gas mileage based on weight and shit like that. So there is a sweet spot, but I mean, I think every car is different, right? Mm. And plus, if you're fat too, then it doesn't help. So for me, if I want to save some gas,
you don't gotta be that bad on yourself.
If I want to save some money on gas, you just shed some pounds, lay the load down a little bit,
Giselle says you'll also be ready for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I like that. But you know what? If it was me, if you really want to save money on gas, take the seats out of your car.
Take the seats out of your car?
Just the driver's seat. That's all you need. But
when does time seem to pass fastest for you, and when does it pass the slowest?
Ooh. That's a great question.
GTG Fiji asked that question. When does time seem to pass fastest for you, and when does it pass the slowest?
So this is okay. Time passes slow for me when I go, wow, this week's going really fast. And then the last 3 days are like 4 weeks.
The last 5 minutes before class is out is the slowest.
This is the slowest.
Or your shift is done is the slowest. I mean, personally, the slowest would be, I think when you find yourself like you're just totally done with something and it's you're just doing something repetitive and tedious. That's when time's slowest. The time is fastest when I am on vacation.
Exactly.
Time is fastest.
You're having
on vacation,
a great time,
and having a fucking blast.
It's like, nah, you're done.
Yeah, like you're taking in all the fucking views, the experiences, the smells, the light. You're just trying to take it in all, and that's it.
Nah, you're done. You're done.
Reminder, you got to fly out tomorrow. Got to check in for your flight.
I think it's also fastest when you don't, like, let's just say you're doing a task, right? And something's like usually takes 2 hours. And you're like, oh, I'm dreading these 2 hours. But I think if you just kind of hyper focus in on what you're doing, kind of goes a little bit faster as long as you don't look at the clock. That's why whenever, shout out to Coach Anthony, when we do planks, I tell him, don't tell me the time. Don't tell me the time. You know why I don't ask him to tell me the time when I'm doing the planks? It's because in my head, I'm counting, right? Mm-hmm. And I know I count faster, right? Because your body's in stress, so you're going to be counting a little faster. So if I'm counting higher up, if I get past, like let's just say 60 seconds and we're holding for a minute and I'm like at 70 seconds, I'm like, okay, then I know I'm close to being done. So I got to hold a little bit long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it feels like it's going faster, but I don't know, man. That's a great question.
That's a cool question. But what were you saying? You're
talking about gas prices and stuff.
Yeah, gas prices. And
this is crazy, man. The prices have been insane, actually.
You would have to be more mindful of where to go. But then I would suspect people wouldn't want to go places as much, and they probably would order out. And
TBH, like, I don't drive anywhere as much anymore. Like in general, like I don't go too far. If, like I told you, like I only fill my car up halfway, so I'm only spending like maybe $40 a week on gas. I just go to work, go to the gym, and then if I go somewhere else, hopefully it makes it.
Why don't we just walk there?
Walk there? I'm not walking to work.
Walk.
No way. I'd have to leave my house like at 5 a.m. to make it to work on time.
Wow, what time? How long does that take?
I don't know. I live like 10, 13, 14, 15 miles away.
So that's an easy hour walk.
Get out of here, dude. An hour walk?
We got another question. Would you rather never have to pay for travel or never have to pay for food?
Never pay for travel.
Never pay for travel?
Never pay for travel.
Versus food?
Yeah.
One of them's essential to live.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mind paying for food because I know I'm paying for quality.
Ooh, coming from the chef.
Like if we're talking about going to a restaurant, I want to pay him my money because I think that's where I deserve.
I want the best of the best.
I want the best of the best of the best. But travel, I want a free plane ride. Hell yeah. Give me a free bus ticket or something like that,
It really depends on the contingencies. Like free travel is cool, but it's like on a bus.
Hey, I mean, why not? There's like let's just say there's cool sites.
If you want to go on an island.
Yeah, I'm getting a free.
It has to be a bus.
Stupid.
Like even on a ferry, like you have the bus has to go on the ferry, and the ferry has to go, but it's free.
It's free. I don't know, man. I just think traveling's the biggest expense when it comes to vacations.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
the tickets.
Yeah.
Now, if it's free travel, first class, yes.
I mean, how about this? Like free travel, right? But you got to roll a wheel. Like let's say, you're gonna take a plane, but there's a wheel, and it's gonna determine where you're gonna be business, first class. Like there's one little sliver for first class, and everything else is coach. You just we have a chance, but it's still gonna be a free plane ride. Just there's a small hope that's first class.
Yo, he has another one.
Okay,
this is good. This is good stuff. This guy's bringing. Would you rather be able to speak all languages or play all instruments? Oh, speak all languages for me. I would speak all languages, bruh.
Yeah, I guess.
You speak all languages, you can relate to everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna play the other side. I want to be able to play any instrument. You know why? Any instrument, because like you said, you want to be able to connect, right? But I'm gonna force everyone in the world to connect to me through my music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what does that mean?
That just means like everyone. Yeah, you could talk to everyone, right? But everyone's gonna like come to me for my music. Everyone's gonna like make a connection to me through my music. I'm just playing the other side here. That's the best thing I can come up with.
I can speak all languages. I can negotiate all languages. I can talk to people. I can learn a lot of things.
You could.
Language.
Yeah, but you can't captivate them like I do with my music.
Maybe.
I don't think so, man. The throat is an instrument too, so that means I could sing.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, but I'm just playing the other side on that one.
Good talk. He has to go walk. Hey, thank you for the questions, GTG Fiji. That was great. Those are great questions. Best questions so far. I just doing this.
Even with the music, languages though. Yeah, absolutely.
Language.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Negotiate. You negotiate the gas prices down, bruh.
Oh, if only.
If only. But yeah, gas sucks. But I'm on the other end with you. Like I go till the quarter tank and I fill it all up, and it's like $200.
Oh my god!
I drive a truck.
That's why you need a Cybertruck. Cybertruck.
I'm waiting.
One in chat if you guys think this guy should get a Cybertruck.
What?
Press 1 in chat if you want him to get a Cybertruck.
Press 1 in chat if I should go for the Cybertruck.
Yes.
Press 2 for the forward lightning. Press 3 for stop. Just stop. But yeah, so that is that, and you are now caught up with Attack on Titan anime.
Oh, Attack on Titan, man.
Yeah.
Been really slow because I know they're building up.
They are building up, but I know you love Gabby. Let's tell us more about that.
I hate Gabby, dude.
Why?
She killed Sasha.
She's a little girl.
She killed Sasha. She had no business trying to be a hero. She should have helped her friends down there, but she had to go and get captured like a loser.
Did she get captured?
And she shot Sasha. All she wanted was some nice grilled meat, man. That's all she wanted. She didn't care about no fucking Titans or Marlians or any
Marlians?
Any of
Eldians.
Eldians. He didn't care about it. She just wanted some grilled meat, man.
Is that what she wanted?
That's all she wanted.
Wait, Sasha?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She just wanted to eat. She just wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Bastards, man.
And then wasn't Gabby like with her family for a bit?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And then her sister wanted to like kill her or something? Like, yo.
Yeah, like, yo. Yeah, but, seeing her like beg like Armin and them to help them and stuff was, I guess, very humbling, I guess. But,
You wanted him to kick him again.
But Jean beating up on Reiner, that was sick.
Reiner!
That was sick.
Well, I got 2 roses. Grazie.
Yeah.
Reiner.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Well, but Levi, though, can't wait for Levi to get back in the action, man.
What is he going to do, bro?
Like this.
What is he going to do?
He's going to be like this.
What is Reiner going to do?
Reiner or Levi?
Or Levi.
He's going to kill some Titans for sure.
Jesus Christ. For those of you who just joined, don't forget to double tap, spread some likes, share it, drop a comment, drop a question during this podcast. We will answer it as we go along with the episode. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate your guys' support. And well, I can't wait for the finale.
You think it's gonna end here?
No. Well, wait. What do you mean?
Like part 2?
It's done after like a few more episodes and it's done.
Oh, done. Okay, I'm excited.
All of it's done.
Cool.
And then, are you watching any other anime?
No. Currently, no.
But you did tell me to watch The Worst Roommate Ever.
Yo, yeah, on Netflix. Worst roommate ever. Some shocking stories, man. Like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but there's just some crazy stories about roommates or like how people used to live in like a hostile kind of like environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, bro, some people are crazy, man. Like, I can't even imagine some of the things that some of these people do. And it's
really?
Just, yeah. Like, some of them are like true pathological liars, man. And they're able to like swindle people and like get people's trust and stuff like that. But it's insane, man.
No.
You gotta watch it, dude. It's a must watch. Must watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you though, you were watching Money Heist and you were dogging on it. Now you're like, I love Money Heist.
Money Heist was great. I think it's because it kind of went back to that whole love for the heist, people working together, executing a plan, and shit goes wrong and they have to fix it.
Right.
And yeah, they had the casual like beefs and stupid things, but it was more of like they saw themselves as the resistance against the system, and the way the show played it was like the government was making up lies for them to make them look hella bad to the public, but they were doing everything they could. Like they didn't want to kill anyone. They were just trying to send a message.
Right.
They were talking about how like the government lies to you, and they're trying to like stand up to them. And then they wrapped it up in all this whole song of the resistance from the Italians. Called Bella Ciao, and I guess it was like one of the most popular songs in Europe at one point, especially at the height of this show. And you hear people go Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. That's like the chorus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty good. And then they start singing it, and then it hypes you up, and I'm like, yo, this song's legit.
Let's go.
So that was pretty cool.
But what you told me something off air that you're like kind of like the reason why it got better.
Oh, yeah, because after season 2, they wrapped it up pretty nicely for a heist. I was like, okay, cool. Got it. They wrapped it up. It was pretty good. And then when, like, season 2 was, and season 1 and 2 was a lot of, like, you could tell their budget was kind of limited but they were still going for it. You know, they had scenes in a cafe, then scenes in a warehouse, then scenes in the bank,
Right.
and then other scenes. But it was like they're just trying to tell a steady story, nothing crazy. And then when season 3 hit, it's fucking blimps, fucking blimps raining money all over Madrid on front of crowds. So it's like, oh, they got a budget increase here. But then I noticed that's when Netflix took over. So I was like, okay.
So they're like, this is a good idea. We're gonna make it better.
Well, I don't know what they did with it, but because it was still the same writers,
right? They probably just got better, like they were bigger budget, you know, so they're able to be like, well, what were you guys originally trying to think of? Like, you know, and they're like, well, we want to do this, but we couldn't do this.
Dude, they had military vehicles. There's like a lot more gunfights. Plus Ultra Babe says hi.
Plus Ultra.
Go beyond. But yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
That's cool, man. That's good. I'm glad you ended up liking it.
But yeah, now I miss it. It was one of those shows like, oh, that was a pretty cool one. And then now I catch myself singing the fucking song Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. It's in Italian. Like I fucking learned the words.
That's
really
cool,
nice.
Man. That's cool.
But yeah, you gotta watch it.
Okay.
Have you watched it?
You know, I watched a couple episodes because my parents were watching it, but I never really got into it.
It's really good.
Or like, because I remember there's a part where this dude gets shot and like they're like fighting over like how to save or like if they should save him or something like that.
Arturo, yeah, fuck that guy.
And they're just like, I was just kind of like,
he's like one of the most hated characters. In
right.
that
So
show.
yeah, so they were like debating whether they should save him or something, and they were kind of trapped or something.
Yeah.
And then like, I was like, shouldn't this guy be dead already? They've been like talking about this for at least 4 or 5 hours, or they've been holed up for a while. Shouldn't he be dead by now? Like, I'm just like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm not watching with you guys anymore.
It's kind of stuff like that. Like, what are they doing?
Like, can y'all just move along now? Come on, man.
But yeah, there's a lot of that type of stuff. But he was like one of the most hated characters on the show.
Oh, okay.
I was like, why don't you let him die?
Just
let him die. They're like, no, that goes against our code. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but they're not the one who shot him, right?
No, I think it was like the snipers because they mistook him for
somebody else,
a
right?
thief. Yeah.
Okay, so see, it's like Batman. I don't have to save you.
Yeah. Did you watch the latest Batman?
I did watch the latest Batman.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn it! You went. It's on theaters, right?
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Is it good?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Enough to go to the theaters?
Enough to go to theaters.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Go on Tuesday, guys. $8.
Tuesday in the middle of the day?
Yeah, cheap.
No,
I think Tuesday all day is $8.
Yo,
It's a good price.
Perhaps.
There was like no one around me. I had like all these seats around me. I could spread my legs and put my popcorn to my left and everything. Like,
I kind of want to do that.
you should watch it.
I kind of want to do that. But just I was like, I want to watch too.
Oh, selfish plug here, but check out the RWT podcast this Sunday.
RWT podcast. What was that? Rip White Tea podcast?
Yeah, on Twitch. We're gonna be giving our breakdown of the Batman and our first impressions of it and stuff like that.
The Batman.
A little preview. I'll just tell you, if I had to describe the Batman in like a word or a phrase, I would say palate cleanser.
Oh,
so
it's a palate cleanser.
A good one, you know. So
no, it's always good.
It's good.
So it kind of resets the tone.
Yes.
So no more Batfleck.
No more Batfleck. After watching this, you're just kind of like, man, why the hell did they get Ben Affleck?
Oh, shut up.
That's how I feel. It's like you just take whatever Zack Snyder did, and you're just kind of like, okay, that's Zack Snyder's Batman.
Yeah.
Now you're like, this is the Batman.
Well, how does this Batman compare to Christian Bale's Batman?
Find out this Sunday on Twitch.
So I just showed you the Kenobi trailer.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Dude, that's fuck.
Just released.
That's pretty sick, man. I'm kind of excited for it.
A lot of people were waiting for that shit.
Yeah, dude. So that's coming out soon, right?
May 25th.
May. That's so close, man. I mean, it's just good to see McGregor or Gregor. What's his real name? Ewan?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're right.
Yes.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's just
That's his real name.
It's good to see him like back, like in the role again.
Kenobi.
You know? Kenobi. Like, I mean, in the trailer, there's a lot of red lightsabers. I wanted to see if we're gonna see any blue lightsabers.
I mean, If there's lightsabers, they're gonna have to be met with other lightsabers. That's the only.
There's 2 in that trailer we saw. 2 different people. So kind of excited to see how that plays out.
The Inquisitors. See how lazy Vaders.
Lazy Vaders don't want to wear the mask. Bunch of losers.
No, it's just like cause Vader's the guy. Like he can go out and.
Yeah. Did you see Boba Fett? End of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett with Grogu and all that.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts and feelings on that?
How Grogu came back?
Yeah.
And he's just gonna be a bounty hunter when he grows up.
Yeah. Like, what do you think? You have any thoughts on that?
I think that they're setting up for decades of more Star Wars content
With them, yeah.
Grogu can age
Never.
Yeah,
I just thought it was interesting because I was like, because when they first saw Grogu, right, and then in end of season 1, he goes with Luke, and you're like, oh, he goes with Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, so he must have been at his school. Where was he when the whole like shit happened with Ben and all that stuff? And now you're like, oh, now we know. Guy wasn't even there. Because that was nice about the Book of Boba Fett was you're able to see where he was during Order
66. Yo, that was insane.
And the memes were like, and it was like, you could call me Master Skywalker. And then Grogu had like PTSD. It was looking, Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? And like, they all get slaughtered. And it's like, oh, that was a funny meme. Dude. I was like,
are you back
I'm not calling you that, dude. But it kind of made me sad that he didn't stay with Luke a little bit.
I mean, that's probably why he didn't stay with Luke. He's like, no, I'm not going to die.
I'm not calling you that.
I'm not going to die.
I'm out. But
fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's pretty sick, man. Like they're building a great universe.
He's going to be like a bounty hunter who's a good pilot or like a great pilot.
Grogu?
Probably like in a movie 10 years from now, 20 years. It's going to be a young Grogu who's like a really awesome pilot, but he's not the Jedi. Like he's like don't fucking throw that lightsaber because he's probably going to be in the future. He's probably going to run into a Jedi and he's probably going to
have you played the Star Wars games like Jedi Knights and
what did I play? I played
you know how the Jedi Knight Academy and all that?
Fallen Order?
Oh, I'm talking about like the older PC games.
Oh, like Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic.
No, not Knights of the. It was like a, I can't remember what it was called, but like it was a line of, it was like the Jedi Knight Academy, Jedi Knight Academy 2.
No, I didn't get to play those.
Okay, because the story in the main character, I can't remember if he's a bounty hunter or something, but he's force sensitive, right? Mm-hmm. But he uses a blaster and all that stuff, and eventually throughout that story, he chooses to become not a Jedi, but he gets a lightsaber.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, what if they took that story, but
probably will
apply it to Grogu?
They probably will
where he's like you said, a pilot, really great. He's probably a starfighter or something, and then eventually something happens to where he's forced to use the Force.
He's gonna Jon Snow it. He's gonna, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, but yeah, that might be interesting.
I mean, they are taking themes and storylines from the Legacy universe.
Yeah, so I mean, why not? You know, I really think that'd be interesting.
And they killed Cat Bane. They brought him in to kill him.
But he was so sick, though.
I was like,
I was so creeped out about him
because it's Cat Bane.
Yeah, but like in the cartoon or whatever, like you were like, yeah, he's menacing, right?
Yeah.
But the way they did him live action,
yeah,
I couldn't tell if it was CGI or like a puppet.
Yeah.
Because the way his like face moved, he was like Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But like you're like, is he CGI or is that like a real costume?
Is he real?
Like it was
that a real thing?
Yeah, he's like, you're getting weak, buddy. I was like, oh my god, because
there was an episode where they worked together.
Yeah.
Boba Fett was a kid. I was like, yo.
But it was crazy how like, you know, it was a good callback, obviously, right? But it was just like he was so menacing in his like 3 minutes he was on that episode.
Dude.
But it was really good. Great cameo.
They killed him.
They said, fuck you.
Who can we kill that has like the greatest magnet? Oh, Cat Bane.
Yeah, let's get him in there.
Let's get him and then kill him.
Yeah, but he's probably going to get like a bionic stomach and he'll be back later.
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe.
No one's ever really dead, man. No one's ever really dead. Until you slice his head off.
And even maybe.
Or even put like a hole through his heart.
Maybe.
And then 20 or like.
Little did you know I have 4 hearts.
Who are you, freaking the dude from Naruto?
You need a shuriken Rasengan.
Yeah. You got to kill all of them at the same time to take me out. But,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like 4 hearts. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but dude, Star Wars is in a great place right now. Just get Kathleen Kennedy out of there.
Damn. Like that.
Give it to Jon Favreau and
Isn't Favreau and Filoni running with it?
Filoni. John's always talking about Filoni, how he's like the man, and I'm like, yeah.
Filoni's the man. Yeah, Castillo and I, we always like text each other when something
Filoni
happens.
and Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Just give them the keys.
Don't they have the keys?
I think they do. I think
it looks like they have the keys.
Are they giving Jon Favreau a trilogy movie?
Shit, do I know? But it just them working on this stuff.
Oh yeah,
like everyone, like the Star Wars.
There hasn't been. We might be reaching a new golden age of Star Wars.
It looks like it.
I hope so.
And Marvel's kind of like, oh
just
no.
Kathleen Kennedy, get at. Who cares? They're still making money. You know.
Yeah,
Disney's,
Marvel's making money,
dude. Like, you know, this is something I've been thinking about recently, like with Marvel, because they've done the whole Avengers arc and everything. Mm-hmm. Now it's like this might be a time when, they might be falling off. You know. And there will be a time when they will fall off, and you won't have all these team up movies anymore because they've done it already.
Saddest day.
But I'm just enjoying the moment right now because these are so good. I can't wait. I want to know what movie it's going to be. You're going to be like, oh, they fell off. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be Avengers 8.
Avengers 8.
Ultron's anus.
Oh, it's just anus, dude. I don't know, man. But they're at Disney right now is like on fire. Like they bought the rights to things and they're just going hard in the paint.
Speaking of Disney, did you know that they're building communities now?
Okay, what do you mean communities?
I mean, they have been, but they're actually making a big move on.
What do you mean?
Building communities, like housing, real estate,
like for people to live.
Yes, retirement communities, regular
Star
people.
Wars themed.
I think that's like in the process, but it's called. Their first one is going to be in somewhere in Palm Springs by Coachella, like that area. And the story is that's where Walt Disney used to vacation and come up with like ideas. He used to get away from it all in this desert. So they're going to make this whole living community.
Palm Springs where Joshua Tree is.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah, everyone who goes to Joshua Tree drops acid.
Yeah.
So. Walt Disney.
I mean, bruh.
So I guess that's why. I guess it makes sense.
Space Mountain. Like, Jesus Christ. Who thought of that shit, man? That's so genius.
And like, Mr. Disney, that was you?
Oh.
Sick.
Flashback. Oh, Space Mountain.
A mountain of space. Oh.
Space Mountain. And the way this ride is we're on a rocket ship.
And you can't see anything.
And you can't see anything, but you can see anything. No, you can't see anything, but you feel everything.
That's true. That's actually, like when I was little, I remember not being able to see anything, but at the same time, you feel like there's like things around
music,
you.
it's like, no.
But have you seen Space Mountain on with the lights on?
Well, it's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
I went on YouTube to look at it.
Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
Well, what the fuck is this?
We could hit our head on that thing.
Yeah, like, yo.
I guess that's why there's a height limit. You know what I mean?
Like, don't raise your hands. But it's called Story Living by Disney.
Oh.
And they're making communities from, retirement communities. They're making communities for like regular people. They're building houses, condos, I think. Like, there's going to be a hotel on the premises on this first property near Palm Springs. They're going to be it's going to be a big ass lagoon. There's going to be like a hub center that's so like Disney themed. It's another way for them to make fucking money.
You know what?
Definitely going to be overpriced.
It's very good they're doing it during this time because now 20 years from now, 30 years from now, it's going to
Oh,
to be us.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm like, this is where we're retiring.
Like retirement communities, like
this is it. Like
imagine like, oh, what are you gonna do with your retirement money or something like we're gonna go traveling? No, we're gonna move to Star Wars.
The Tatooine community.
The Tatooine retirement community. Yeah. And like what? Or like no, I'm going to Wakanda.
Oh, you're going to Wakanda?
I'm going to Wakanda.
Maybe I should transfer to Wakanda.
Yeah, it's something like that. Imagine that's how we're speaking 40 years from now. Like,
but it's like, I mean, they're fucking genius because they know the millennials are going to age. We're all aging.
They're getting ready.
They're getting ready.
Yeah,
because it's not even, it's like their first community. There's going to be more.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of people like, oh my God, that's just another way for Disney to like make more money and it's going to be overpriced housing and da-da-da. Tell me something fucking new.
Tell me something.
If I'm going to spend $1 million plus on a fucking house, fuck it. I want to live in Disney. Like, fuck it.
Might as well.
I want to be entertained now.
Might as well.
Might as well. Because Jesus Christ. Well, you could buy a fixer-upper and like build something. Like, okay, that's cool. I don't want to work.
No.
I just want to live in.
I just want to live in it already.
Blissful ignorance and just chill the fuck out after all that work. But yeah, that's what they're. You should look it up. Story living.
Oh, interesting.
It's gonna be great. But yes, going into our main topic, why you're not losing weight. So if you are listening right now, you have trouble. You have trouble losing weight, losing fat. If you have difficulty getting rid of that stubborn weight, we're gonna go over why that may be and what you can do to overcome those obstacles. If you're new in the live, don't forget to double tap, give us the like, share this stuff, do all that fun stuff. And don't forget to drop a comment or a question for us to answer during our episode, and we will do so. Cool.
Yeah.
So, Kevin,
Yes,
your personal experience, you said you were very excited to talk about this topic.
Yes, I was. I am.
Are you? Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So you're like, why aren't you losing weight? And I'm like, yes. Tell me more.
Well, one of the very first things that I've seen, especially from, working with a lot of clients with the specific goal of losing fat, losing weight, is overestimating the calories consumed.
Okay.
Okay, because when people are trying to lose weight, they're trying to watch their calories, they're trying to do
macros,
they're doing all this stuff, trying to be in a caloric deficit. And we definitely have apps available now where we could record everything. We could record the calories. We can see what's going in our body versus what's leaving our body. And one of the biggest things is overestimating calories consumed.
Okay.
Okay, because people will tend to record everything they're eating.
Right.
They tend to overlook everything that they're drinking.
I see.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I had a mochaccino latte.
I'm not overestimating calorie consumed. Underestimating. I'm so bad. It's underestimating calories consumed. I've been saying that.
Oh, okay.
Underestimating. Calories
so it's like
consumed.
Some like I'll be like, oh, I put my lunch, dinner, all that stuff, but I didn't put in the 2 sodas I had at lunch.
Yeah. And a soda can's like 140 calories.
Wow. That's crazy.
You pound 2 of those, that's 280.
Wow.
But guess how much an acai bowl is?
1,400.
Jesus Christ, not that much.
Oh, really? I'm telling you. Okay. I know. I had my first acai bowl a few weeks ago. And how many calories is in that?
Usually between 600 to 800.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a lot of stuff on there, too.
But where did you get it? Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's at around 600 to 700.
No shot.
Yeah.
The one we had?
Yeah.
That's 600 to 800?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot of stuff for 600 to 800, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That was not bad.
Yeah.
That was great.
Well, they're super vegan. They're really big on that.
Shout out to Raw.
Yeah, Raw ASF in Milpitas and now in Fremont.
But
yeah, they're really big on making sure they're highest quality. Yeah, I know the owners and they're like, oh, they have the highest quality ingredients.
That's cool, man. Like that's why I said 1,400 because I was like, yo, this acai stuff, like this is like ice cream. It's delicious. And then there's like some berries on there. There's goji berries, and I'm just like, this stuff is good. I just thought I would have more calories. That's interesting. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, to your point, there's some foods that we may be overestimating, but overall, people tend to be underestimating their calories. They think like, oh, I just ate like 1,500. Well, actually, you ate like 3,000, 4,000 calories. There is this story of a woman. What was it? She was like, there's something wrong with my metabolism because I'm watching my calories and I'm not losing weight. I'm actually gaining weight. And I'm very strict with my calories. And she did like a urine test or something where they could actually tell, or she did some type of test with the doctors. They wanted to see how much calories she actually consumed. And she was actually consuming like 3,000 to 4,000.
Really?
And it's like, what are you not recording?
Wow.
I guess it's nothing wrong with my metabolism. I guess I am overeating. But you can kind of tell, like, yeah, you were overeating.
Wow.
Dude. So, but the foods could be tricky. Snacks could be tricky. People eat a lot, like almonds are great, healthy fats. But nuts are very calorically dense. So a handful of nuts is like, you know what? I'm going to look up.
I think another problem, too, people have with losing weight, and I know I struggle with this as well, it's kind of like the grazing. grazing.
Grazing.
You know, like, oh, here's a bite here, a bite there, a little bite here.
A handful of almonds is 162 calories.
Is that a lot?
I mean,
it's like a can of soda.
Like boom, boom. How many handfuls can you eat? Like 4?
Is 4 nuts a handful?
14 grams of heart healthy unsaturated fat or 6 grams of protein. 23 almonds is 1 serving.
Oh, dude, I'm not shoving 23 almonds in my mouth.
A quarter cup.
That's not bad. I think I can knock down 23 and be satisfied. I'm not shoving them in my mouth.
Let's see about peanuts.
Hold on, are these regular almonds or are they chocolate covered?
No. Regular fucking almonds. Handful of peanuts is 166 calories.
How many peanuts is that?
That is, according to Google, 171 ounce. 13 grams.
Wow.
2 grams. Yeah, 39 peanuts.
Wow. That's a fair amount. I never even thought of it like that, dude.
Handful of chips.
Oh, dude, that's like 4 chips.
Doritos,
Cool Ranch. I even guarantee you a serving of that's like 5 chips.
12 chips.
Wow. Okay.
150 calories.
And then a small bag has like 3 servings.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
So again, if you're not careful with, don't focus on. Calorie counting. It starts with calorie counting and making sure that you're under calories, but count everything that you're drinking as well.
Right.
Like a handful of snacks here and there. To your point, grazing can definitely boost up.
Put you over your mark,
and then drinking calories, like
absolutely
drinking soda, drinking fruit juices, drinking even
and
sweet
that stuff's
teas.
Easy.
Sweet teas, man. People love that shit.
Sweet tea is great. It's just
a fuck ton of calories, like
a ton of sugar.
A lot of sugars. Let's see.
I personally
cup of sweet tea calories.
Yeah.
Okay, this is tea.
Sweet tea. You know, like McDonald's sweet tea, man. Remember that the largest?
Oh, McDonald's sweet tea is 100 calories.
What? For a whole thing? Shut up. Get the hell out of here. No shot.
It says
no
12 ounces?
No
small
shot.
Sweet tea, according to their website. A small
sweet tea.
A small sweet tea. Nutritional summary is 100 calories. So small, but people buy large, medium.
Well, yeah, because they're like $1, man.
130 calories for a medium.
What about the large?
170.
Okay, 170 calories for a large sweet tea from McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Versus 1 can of soda, which is how much?
140.
140? Give me a sweet tea all day. I'll walk a couple extra stairs. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so things like that, even sauces have calories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you just gotta be. Don't be I'm try not to advocate to be a complete Nazi about fucking.
I just think
calorie counting, but it's just if you're having trouble, maybe you need to double and do an audit.
Kind of look at what you're doing, you know. And I think especially when you're doing your login of the food, I definitely think one thing is just practice being honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I had a candy bar today. Record it. So what if it says you're over? Then it just shows you that at least you're being honest with yourself.
You have to be honest with yourself so you can understand your behaviors.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to understand if you can't be honest with yourself and only to be like, oh, I don't want to be over. It's like, well, you were already over. Record it so you can adjust.
Yeah.
People don't like that. Like, no, I'm not gonna count it
because they want to see the green.
Yeah, like, I want the green.
I want it in like consecutive days and stuff.
See, I'm good.
It's like,
What is the best for afternoon snacks? That's a question from Giselle.
Ooh, afternoon snacks? That's a good question. I think my kind of go-to thing is kind of like, I get these little cheeses, little Tillamook.
You're the chef. I don't
know how to say it. It's like those little cheese squares, right? I get like 2 of those, and I have like maybe a couple grams of turkey.
Ooh, protein,
fats, protein and fat.
Those are great.
I used to do the avocado, but then I'm doing avocado with the meals. And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I can't do avocado right now.
Why it's so thick?
No, it's just I'm tired of the taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, oh yeah, I love avocados. And I'm like, I was like, after 2 weeks of eating avocados with my meals, I'm like, I'm done.
I'm pretty fucking done with
I'm
avocado.
done with. That's why I was like, I'm gonna throw in a little bit more protein with the turkey, roast beef, stuff like that. I'm gonna throw some cheeses in there, you know, stuff like that, just to change it up once in a while.
Dude, anything with fiber is a great snack.
Yeah.
You know, don't be afraid of fruit. Like fruit out sugar. Nah, man. Like apples, oranges, they have great fiber.
Yeah.
Great fiber intake.
And to be honest, I probably, as you know, for you, I think you'd rather have your clients have sugar from like an apple or an orange versus something refined like a Snickers bar or something.
I mean, yeah, it's so calorically dense.
You know what I'm saying?
Snickers bar has nuts and caramel. I mean, they're great. They're great. They're great to have. It's just,
but it's like
it's a lot, bro.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
All right.
Hungry? Have a Snickers.
Apple or fun size Snickers, little square Snickers. What would you rather have?
I'll get the apple.
You have the apple. Oh, look at that willpower.
What? Not. I don't want to throw away anything. Like I want to. Well, I'd still have to throw away the apple, but I don't want to. Like, my fingers are sticky. That's what I'll just bite into. I'll just bite into the apple, get it done, throw it. I mean, you could throw the apple on the trash, but if you're composting, you could like put it in dirt.
Oh, that's pretty.
Raccoons will take it. The squirrel will take it.
Yeah.
Squirrels can't take the plastic; they'll fucking choke on it. That's how I see it.
Right.
Another thing that people do is they truly don't move enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, everyone's busy. You know?
Everyone's busy, but walking.
Yeah,
people think like, oh, I need to do fucking burpees or like run. No, you can walk.
You know what, Austin? I guarantee you, no one's thinking I got to do burpees today. I guarantee no one's like, oh, I should do some burpees today. No.
Walking is great.
Everyone's thinking like, I got to go for a run today.
Walking's great.
And I think it's cool. Like, you know, people who run every day, that's great and stuff. But for people who aren't used to doing that stuff, I think changing it up daily would be nice. It's nice. Like maybe one day you walk for 15, 20 minutes and then maybe the next day you do like push-ups and crunches or something. Yeah. Then the next day maybe you do stretching or something.
Yeah.
At least it's some sort of movement every day.
You can start with a walk.
Yeah.
You can start with there and then kind of graduate into like bodyweight exercise.
Something like that.
Kind
of
increase intensity.
My biggest thing is variety.
Yes.
For me, if I'm doing something every day, same time, the blah, 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 I'll do it, but then I'll get tired of it really quick.
Yeah.
Just like avocados. I'm just so over it.
I mean, you're not moving enough. You can move a little bit more, and then hopefully you can graduate into bodyweight training, and then some resistance training. You pair it up with some cardio, and you do consistently, but it takes time to get there.
Yeah, maybe, you know, instead of parking in the front part of the parking garage, maybe you park in the back.
Maybe instead of living in the first floor, live in the fifth floor.
I like the idea of living at the top floor of anything because then there's no one stomping on your apartment. Yeah. But at the same time, try getting your stuff up there.
Yeah.
I definitely think I'd hire someone to move my stuff.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't do it myself. Because that would suck.
That's extra calories, bro.
Oh, shit. I'll take the stairs for the first 2 months living in that apartment. How about that?
But I mean, that's it. And then people start counting. Then they're doing this thing where they're counting the calories and they're recording their exercise. And then they're like, oh, I burnt 400 calories on this exercise. Now I could eat 400 more calories. That's another big fuck up. Like you cannot trust your smartwatch to calculate how many calories you actually burnt. Because the smartwatches are 100% of the time inaccurate.
Right.
100% of the time inaccurate about how your body is burning, like how much your body is burning, how many calories your body is burning for a certain activity, because they cannot take into account your CO2 exchange to the oxygen and how you're like breathing. And I know there's a new I think tool out there that could actually measure your breathing and kind of get a closer range of how many calories you've burnt, but they can't calculate through heart rate.
But the green light from my watch, the green laser coming out of it, it gets it all.
There's a lot of people getting paid a lot of fuck ton of money to try to get a better algorithm to better calculate.
So
caloric burnage, but it's not 100%.
What's more accurate, My Apple Watch or my treadmill on the calorie burning? What's more closer to being correct?
Maybe your watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Over the treadmill?
Yeah.
Even in the treadmill, might put my height and weight and all that?
Yeah, because your watch is looking at your heart rate. So they're factoring in that in the algorithm. So it's a little bit more custom to you.
Oh, okay.
But then again, like calorie burners, like they don't know how much muscle mass you have. Like
Right.
how much exactly muscle mass do you have, and how much, what is exactly going on? What's your capillary exchange rate on your oxygen?
Okay.
Like all that stuff.
Imagine if, let's just say Apple, they come up with some new tech. They're like, this tech paired with your watch will absolutely give you the most accurate readings of your O2s and your calorie burning, your current BMI, but it's a micro robot that's inside of you.
I mean, that's one of the key ways.
Like just
nanotech.
Just one nanotech robot.
Yeah.
Put it through your ear.
Nothing's going to go wrong. You ever play Metal Gear Solid?
No, but would you be down to have that in your body 24/7?
If I had complete control of the nanotech.
No, it has to just be inside of you all the time.
But if I had complete control of it.
What do you mean?
Like, I could control the nanotech.
In terms of what?
Like, no one could go off and be like, kill Austin.
No, of course. Like, there's no... It's not a bomb, dude. Like, it's literally just...
Like Suicide Squad, bro. Like, yo.
No, it's literally the smallest robot you could put inside of you, and it literally just records everything.
Fuck it.
Yeah?
I'll put it in me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know why? Because people thought, like, no, I want a horse. I don't need a car. I want my trusty horse. I don't need a car to take me anywhere. I don't need a car. I don't trust cars. I trust my horse, Larry.
I did not know where you're going with that. You just said horse or my car.
But that's the thing. Like, nanotech's the future.
It's
the evolution.
Of technology.
I don't give a shit if I'm like 60 and like, hey, Mr. Toloza, you're gonna need to inject nanotech. Are you guys? I'm like, pump me up with that shit, man. I only have like maybe 30 years left. Like,
knowing you,
go.
he's like, Mr. Toloza, would you like nanotech? You probably just grab a needle off his tray and you're like, done.
It's like, sir, that wasn't nanotech. That was steroids. Excellent.
You perfectly failed and passed at the same time. Oh, that's interesting stuff, man. But,
because if nanotech, now we're talking about nanotech, like, because there's like instances where it could like take away blockages.
That would be great.
It could decrease blockage. It could tell you real time, like, you're gonna have a heart attack.
Or yeah, you're about to have a stroke.
You're about to have a stroke, and then it could go in there and try to patch it up,
clean it out or something. Well,
when a stroke is like the blood vessels burst.
Yeah, it's like bursting and like patch it up, clean it up, or like
patch it up. Like, oh fuck,
get into the arteries.
Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna try to hold on.
Yeah, like
you're like, oh fuck, Wally, come on, just hold on. I'm gonna call.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Well, yeah.
So okay, you know what? So this is something I've been. So I know, like my fitness journey right now. It's kind of tell me what I can do for this. I don't know if this is a thing, but like some mornings I'm weighing really low, like. I'm weighing like 352, right? And then some days I'm like, yo, I'm 359? What? I've been I've been eating clean for like 3 days. I've been working out. But why am I weighing heavier than when I did a couple days ago? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing?
It's a normal thing.
Normal thing.
And this goes into my third point of being patient. We're going to run into a lot of these, especially when in your goals, your specific situation.
Beach season is in 2 months, Austin.
Your specific situation, which a lot of people also fall into, is that they're looking for steady fat loss, steady weight loss, especially coming from the range between like 350 to 400 pounds. Now, you have to be very patient when it comes to that.
Okay.
The heavier you are, the more it's going to fluctuate a lot.
Really?
Yeah. And it's easy to say, like, don't let it fuck with your head. But it does fuck with your head.
Yeah.
But to put you a little bit more at ease, the fluctuations can be closely related to water, hydration, bloating, gut health. Gut health is a big thing. Gut health, if it's out of whack, if you're constipated or like you're like you haven't, it's just not things, or you ate something wrong.
Right.
It could fluctuate by 10 pounds either way.
Wow.
Go 10 the other way, and then the heavier you are, it could go 20 the other way.
You know what's funny? You mentioned about water weight and stuff like that. I watched a reel on YouTube. And it's a skinny dude. I wouldn't say skinny. He's a fit dude. He's weighing 144. He literally stepped on the scale, showed the scale, weighed 144, stepped off, drank like a jug of water as much as he could before he was like going to throw up. he stepped on the scale and he weighed like 147.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess that gets to your point where like you shouldn't let it fuck with your head, because it's like you said, it's not the most accurate like thing, but it does. It's for some people it's difficult to see. It's like it's unmotivating, you know? So like you said, patience is it's not just plus or minus every day. It's like it's just a steady working thing every day.
It is a steady working thing. And then especially when it comes to fat loss or weight loss, and especially working with clients, you're always adjusting. You're always seeing how the individual's responding to their activity level, to their workouts, to their stress levels, their sleep, on top of their eating, because stress levels definitely play a part into how they're losing weight, how you are reacting to the training, how you're recovering. Are we building, solid lean body mass? Do you even enjoy the workouts? Are you being patient with it? Because again, it comes back to being consistent over being super intense with the workout, or intense with the goal in general. We want to make sure that, you're seeing steady results, and you're not being injured along the way, but you're slowly progressing. There are going to be certain factors where you'll want to reset. They call it a reset. And one of the most, not controversial, I would say controversial, like there's a lot of trainers that argue against it and argue for it, is fasting. That's like the biggest thing. Like 10, 15 years ago, one of the biggest things for fitness was like, you got to eat every 2 hours to feed your furnace of metabolism. Because when you're consistent, you're burning more calories at rest and this, that, and the other, which is like, now there's other practices and studies talking about how fasting is great for you. A 16-hour fast is great. A 24-hour fast, a 48-hour, up to a 72-hour fast is great, because you're allowing your body to rest, recover, digest the food inside you, have your gut health reset, being able to have something called autophagy, where the cells in your body actually eat away at dead cells, and you're recovering in that way. But there's other people going, that's too, I wouldn't do it that way because, blood sugar gets too low, or, you're going to lose a lot of muscle mass. But again, for people, it really depends on who you're working with.
Right.
It really depends. Like if I was working with a client who's like, they're about like $150, $160, and they want to lose fat but gain muscle, I wouldn't make them fast.
Right.
But if I'm working with someone around 350 to 400 plus, a fasting day or two once a month just to see how their body reacts, what happens, it's not going to hurt. As long as their doctor clears them, they don't have like crazy issues. Like, why not? Like, why not? Because in that area, you're going to have to see you're going to have to experiment with other methods to help aid in reducing that weight overall.
Gotcha.
Because again, the more weight you have, the more pressure it has on your organs, and that's what we got to really think about. So again, it's a case by case basis. So when it comes to things like you're talking about, how it's like, it's fluctuating. Maybe I'm at a plateau. Maybe try a 16-hour fast or a 24-hour fast and see what happens. Do you feel better? Do you sleep better? I know from my experience. I know it's very anecdotal, but like usually when you're fasting, you don't really need to focus on eating so much, so your body's just digesting and resting. And I've had some of the most restful sleep I've had when I fasted.
Wow.
Same with my clients who fasted. They had some of the most restful sleep they had. They actually had more energy the next day. But when you play with that 72-hour mark, now it really depends on how you are, because 72 hours, I hated that shit. I was like, fuck this. This is stupid. But, then again, 24, 48, again, there's a lot of studies out there talking about how it is beneficial. But you don't really know until you try it. Give it a try. If it works for you. If it does, it doesn't. If it doesn't, it's fine. But at the end of the day, you have to be patient with yourself. Don't go to a certain extremes where you're fasting for a fucking week. But be patient with yourself and still move forward with the process and give yourself a chance to allow yourself to see the results at the end. So
wow. That's an interesting thought. So when you're saying fasting, we're talking about like no food, just water.
Just water.
Can I have coffee?
Black coffee is doable, yes.
Black coffee. Just kind of get. What about green tea?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have any sugar.
No sugar
don't want
in
you
it.
to spike your insulin.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's so funny because like I hear people like, fasting. It's like, I don't believe in fasting. I don't believe in this and da da da. But then all of a sudden when they go no carbs, no carbs is great, because like it's like, dude, it's the same. concept, but like
yeah, but then also we get meat.
Yeah, but like it's just the arguments against fasting, you can make arguments against like no carbs because it's like, oh well, then you're going into ketosis and this could go wrong and this could go wrong and that could go wrong and
I think just on what I'm hearing from you and things that I've researched myself in terms of weight loss and these plans like ketosis or vegan or stuff like that, it really depends on one thing, and I think that depends on what your body is. How your body reacts to things like that. Because some people can do the ketosis thing where they eat no carbs and just eat meat and stuff like that, and their body's fine. But for someone else, ketosis might not be so healthy for them, you know? So it's interesting to find out, like you said, find out what your body can do.
Yeah.
Really, I wouldn't say push your body, but test your body out, see what works, and try to get on something that way. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Any other final thoughts?
Just gotta be patient, man. Gotta be patient, man.
Gotta be patient.
Patient.
All right. Well, that's all we have for you today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe on our platform, on our podcast. Give us a review. It helps our little podcast like go out and get more seen and all that fun
stuff. Helps the algorithm.
Helps the algo in our favor. Thank you guys for listening, and we enjoy your support. This is Coach Austin with Hyper Strength and Conditioning with your Nerd Out and Workout podcast, where we nerd out, work out, and podcast with our co-host, Kevin Arabagan.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys later. Okay, bye.
Peace.
Boom.